Hi, my name is Nubia Valle, and this is my final presentation for SciTech, class of 2012. In social studies, I wrote a paper on Hillary's speech. It basically talks about Hillary giving a universal speech about women's rights. My personal event. What I wrote for my personal event in English class talks about my life before I came to Job Corps, all the struggle I had to go through for not having my diploma. Also in English class, I wrote a persuasive paper in how recycling should be mandatory. Recycling is a big issue to me. All that is happening in the world nowadays scares me. In social studies, I did a research and wrote the major events of the Underground Railroad, Harriet Tubman, Jim Crow laws, Gettysburg Address, the Ku Klux Klan, President Abraham Lincoln, and the Battle of Gettysburg. I also wrote a story in English class, and the title it shows is Quiet and Sober. And the story is based on many of those families whose dad is always drinking, away from home, and caring less for their family. While I was in my math class, I learned how to use AutoCAD. Here's some of the work I did. This is a 3D wall, and for this one I had Mr. West help me. I also did the Guggenheim Museum, the one built by Frank Lloyd Wright in New York City. I did a letter L. It looks really simple. It was one of my first drawings in AutoCAD. I also drew an F. This one I did it in a 3D version. And one drawing that I enjoyed the most was my house. My house has 3 bedrooms, a game room, 2.5 bathrooms, the living room, kitchen, and the garage. Even though I planned a simple house, the total cost came out to be $225,440,000. $1,280 will be the total monthly cost. And this is my business plan for Success Salon. This is my overview about what our clients will experience when they visit my salon. The business card I created. The promotional ad for a day event. These are the products we will offer. My target customers will be anyone of 18 years of age and up. This is where my salon will be located at. The total cost to start my business. The equipment needed. The floor plan. And this is my summary. I also did a story. It is called Leo's First Day of School. The night before Leo's first day of school, he was so nervous and impatient for the morning to come that he thought he was not going to be able to sleep at all. So he asked his mommy for a bedtime story. When he finally fell asleep, next day morning, the sparkling sunshine in his eyes woke him up. Blinking and rubbing his eyes at the same time, he jumped out of bed. Full of excitement, and ran to his closet where his mommy and Leo had left his clothes ready for that morning. After getting ready, Leo runs to the kitchen where mommy had his lunchbox ready for him. It was bright, beautiful morning. Sitting in the car back seat, Leo turned to the outside of the window and he saw a colorful butterfly. It looked like the butterfly was following them. Leo didn't take his eyes off that butterfly at any moment. He was surprised that butterfly was following them. When he finally got to his school, he forgot how happy and desperate he was for his first day of school. He wanted to go back home. Mommy told him everything was going to be okay. She smiled at him, and he gave her back a bigger smile. They walked to his classroom and met his teacher. She welcomed them with a big smile, which made Leo feel more comfortable. His teacher, Miss Leah, showed him his classroom and told him all the fun things she had planned for them to do that day. What they were to do next was their choice. Miss Leah gave them the choice to color in books, play with clay, or play with puzzles. Leo didn't think of it twice. He said he wanted to play with clay because he loved making dinosaurs out of clay. He built 3 different dinosaurs. One was red, the other one was blue, and the third one was yellow. Recess time came. Leo grabbed his lunchbox and sat outside with all the other kids. He looked at the swing sets that were so close to the bench he was sitting at. There was the same butterfly that had followed them when they were in the car. He gasped and just smiled. Leo was loving his first day of school. Time to go home came. He saw Mom standing at the door waiting for him. Miss Leah hadn't told him it was time to go home, and she couldn't wait for the next day. On his way back home, he was telling Mommy how his day went. He told her how he built a dinosaur made out of clay, and his favorite part when he saw the same butterfly he had seen in the car. During recess, Leo had so much fun his first day of school. He couldn't wait for the next day to come. The end. Here are some of the things I did in Photoshop and Illustrator. I did my pretty butterfly. I did it with bright colors and little stars. I just think it would be nice if butterflies did have little cute shapes and really colorful colors. My cartoon face, I try to make it look like me. It does maybe just my eyes. I also drew a cartoon face of a girl. She looks kind of annoyed. I still think she looks pretty though. I did a clip and mask. It's my name with the Bahamas picture as a background. And since Bahamas is one of my favorite places, and one day I will visit, I use it as a background. In Photoshop, I fixed some pictures like this hummingbird. I made the hummingbird stand out and the background a little bit blurry. I fixed a picture of my family using the blur effect. Blur effect gave me a picture professional look as if it was taken in a studio. I really loved it. I also used Marilyn Monroe picture and converted in vignette. I love how it looks, and I also did it black and white. One of my assignments was to make a pizza, and my toppings were pepperoni, cheese, and mushrooms. I did a photo restoration. I used this picture of a woman and 2 little girls. The picture was damaged from both sides. It was missing a corner, and this is how it looks after I fixed it. I drew an ice cream, and it has sugar sprinkles, chocolate dip, and a cherry on top. My last and best, my photo magic. I took a picture of my son, cut it, and placed his face on the hook in the middle on the Marvel picture. I used the overlay tool and green to make his face blend in Hook's body. My acknowledgements. I want to thank the following people in Sciatech. Mr. Felix, for always pushing me and not letting me give up. Mr. Than and Jake, for all the help and motivating me to finish. A big thank you.